You're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
You are now watching
BNR Weekly. I hope you guys are paying attention and tuning in.
And you're watching BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly. And you're rocking with BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
Shout out to BNR Weekly. Yeah.
And right now you're watching BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
And you are now watching BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly.
BNR Weekly. Check it out.
How's it going, everybody? This is Jermaine. We had another episode of BNR Weekly, and I'm here with Seth Bennett, who is in charge of marketing over at the Charlotte Hornets. How you doing today, Seth?
Doing great. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for being here. What I want to talk with you briefly, just kind of hit on a few points. I know you had, was here at the luncheon, and you hit on a lot of points and the numbers on how the Hornets will impact the city. What I want to talk to you about is the rebrand and how that would possibly impact our nationally televised games, because obviously with the Bobcats we didn't have many at all. So how does that impact that as far as nationally televised games?
Well, there's a combination of things. Certainly the popularity of the Hornet brand helps, but also it helps that our team is doing so well on the court. And the more competitive that we can be, the more opportunities that we'll have. This year we'll have 2 games that are nationally televised, but also we have a very strong regional partner in our Fox Sports South broadcast that's available across the Carolinas to nearly 3.5 million households. So we're definitely glad to see it working in our favor in both scenarios.
Good. Now, with that, been having 2 national televised games, now that we have a difference with our jerseys, instead of them having the city on the front, we actually have the Hornets brand on the front. Now, what does that do, and what was the decision in changing that up?
Really it was about our research. Charlotte had a NBA team, but it didn't have the Hornets, and that's what our fans wanted. They wanted that Hornets name back. So we saw that as an opportunity to further make that connection. That yes, we wanted the colors, yes, we wanted the name. Let's put the name on the jerseys. Let's make a real statement about what's important to this community. And we've used Charlotte on jersey names before, and probably originally we needed to tell people who we were and where Charlotte was, and we don't have to do that anymore.
Absolutely.
Charlotte, people know where that is. But you will notice on the alternate uniform, which is the teal, we did get a little closer to what it was in the classic uniform of putting Charlotte on the front of that.
All right, so those of you out there, the team hasn't lost faith or their pride in the city. We're just bringing that Hornets brand out to the world, and we're all excited about that. And one other thing that you had mentioned about your partner with Live Nation and bringing the many other events to the city and to the facility. Now, what does that do in terms of? We already have so many events that come. Now, what does that do in terms of increasing what we already have?
Well, with Live Nation being one of the leaders in live entertainment content, it was important that we had a partner that had the ability to help us continue to get the top-notch shows here for people to come and see in our arena. Often when shows are touring with so many facilities in the Carolinas, they have to make a tough decision about where they're going to play. They're not going to play 5 buildings. So we wanted to do everything that we could to be top of mind, so that when those shows hit the roads, they think about Charlotte first. And Live Nation, we felt, was an opportunity to do that. And we're excited about that partnership and the ability to continue to book a lot of high-quality concerts and family shows for people to enjoy at the arena.
Good. Now, one last thing before you go, Mr. Bennett. We brought a major free agent into the city. I know you're not operations, but we have Lance Stevenson. Now, we are an entertainment and pop culture program, and people want to know, hey, will there be any antics or from Lance Stevenson? How do we police that guy?
Well, first of all, Lance has been tremendous to work with thus far. He's a tremendous talent. As you mentioned, we'll let Lance, manage, that side of it. And we're just excited to have him as a part of this Hornet team. We're excited about being able to market him. He's already embraced that. If you follow him, you see that he talks about Buzz City, and he's starting to make that connection. So we're not worried about, those things. His competitive spirit is what, we really like about him coming to our team. He adds something that we could always use more of, and we're excited to have him, and we're going to make the most out of him.
All right, great. Well, there you have it, guys. You heard it here first from Mr. Seth Bennett. I want to thank him for his time, and thanks for watching BNR Weekly. Mr. Seth Bennett, thank you.